Why did he choose her over you? Have you ever looked in the mirror and thought, what does she have that I don't? It's a painful question. One that lingers when someone you love chooses another person. Your mind runs in circles trying to find a logical answer, but love rarely follows logic. It's an experience many people go through. You thought your relationship was strong, that you were building something real, then suddenly he's gone, choosing someone else instead. And now you're left with more questions than answers. But here's the truth. When someone leaves, it doesn't always mean something is wrong with you. Relationships end for all kinds of reasons, many of which have nothing to do with your worth. Let's explore some of the biggest reasons why men choose one woman over another and how to find peace in moving forward. Love is not always rational. Love isn't a math equation. It doesn't always make sense, and it certainly doesn't always seem fair. A man may feel drawn to another woman for reasons he can't even explain himself. It's not about you lacking something. It's about what feels right to him at that moment. Imagine you're picking a book to read. There might be two great ones in front of you, both interesting, both well written, but for some reason, one just speaks to you more. Relationships can be like that. It's not about one being better than the other. It's just about fit. One goals and aspirations. Picture two people walking a road together. Their destinations don't match. Eventually, they will drift apart. Men often choose women whose long-term vision aligns with their own. If he dreams of settling down in one place, but you long for adventure and travel, those differences can create an unspoken distance. That doesn't mean your dreams are wrong. It simply means your paths weren't meant to merge in the way you hoped. 2, emotional and behavioral compatibility. Ever been in a situation where two people just click effortlessly? Sometimes a man chooses another woman because he feels emotionally understood by her in a way that feels natural and effortless. Behavior plays a role too. If he values one-on-one time, but you thrive in group settings, it can create friction. Relationships are about balance. If one person's needs aren't met, they may seek it elsewhere. 3, social lifestyle differences. Imagine this. He's at a business dinner, networking, engaging in conversations. He looks across the room and sees his partner fitting right in. For some men, having a partner who blends with their social world is crucial. If he enjoys events and gatherings, but you prefer quiet nights at home, that mismatch can become more apparent over time. It's not about right or wrong. It's about compatibility. 4, values and beliefs. Some differences can be worked through. Others create barriers that are difficult to overcome. Core values such as religion, family expectations, or moral beliefs can be deal breakers in a relationship. Many people won't openly admit that religious differences played a role in their breakup, but the truth is, deeply ingrained beliefs can shape a person's entire life path. If those don't align, the relationship might not have a solid foundation. How to cope when he chooses someone else. When someone you love chooses another person, the worst thing you can do is blame yourself. It's easy to scroll through her social media, comparing yourself, wondering what she has that you don't. But doing so only damages your self-worth. Instead of focusing on what he sees in her, focus on you. What makes you happy? What are your dreams, your passions? Reconnect with yourself and remember that your value isn't tied to anyone else's choice. Healing takes time, but one day you'll look back and realize that losing him wasn't the end of your story. It was the start of something even better. At the end of the day, relationships come and go. What matters is that you remain true to yourself. If he chose someone else, it simply means he wasn't the one meant to walk your path with you. Love isn't just about attraction. Love isn't just about how beautiful you are, how kind you are, or how much you care. It's about connection, timing, and compatibility. Sometimes two people can be perfectly wonderful, but just not meant to be together. And when that happens, one person may walk away in search of something that feels more aligned with their needs and desires. 5, behavioral compatibility. Think of relationships like a dance. Some couples move effortlessly together while others constantly step on each other's toes. If a man values quiet, intimate moments, but you thrive in group settings and prioritize time with your friends, that disconnect can create tension. It's not about one person being wrong. It's about two people needing different things. If he wants more one-on-one connection and you prefer socializing, over time, he may gravitate towards someone whose rhythm matches his own. 6, values and beliefs. We don't always talk about it, but values shape relationships in profound ways. If he chooses someone else, it may be because their beliefs align more closely with his. Religion, family expectations, and moral perspectives play a significant role in long-term compatibility. This isn't about discrimination. It's about finding a partner who shares your vision for the future. If faith, lifestyle choices, or fundamental values differ too greatly, it can create an unspoken barrier between two people, no matter how much love exists. 7, emotional connection. Have you ever met someone who just gets you? That effortless emotional connection is powerful. If a man feels deeply understood by someone else in a way that he didn't with you, he may be drawn to that feeling, even if everything else in the relationship seemed perfect. It's not about being less than. It's about how people connect on an emotional level, and sometimes that connection is stronger with someone else. 8, social lifestyle differences. Picture this. He's climbing the corporate ladder, networking at social events, attending high-energy business gatherings. If you're someone who prefers quiet nights at home, those differences can start to create a gap. Again, it's not a matter of right or wrong. It's about whether your lifestyles are truly in sync. If his world revolves around social interactions and yours thrives in a different setting, he may seek a partner who shares that aspect of his life. How to heal and move forward now, the big question. What do you do when a guy chooses someone else over you? First, allow yourself to feel the emotions. Heartbreak is painful, and ignoring it won't make it go away. But don't let it consume you either. The key is to process your emotions while focusing on your own self-worth. Here's what you can do. Stop comparing yourself to her. It's not a competition, and your value isn't defined by his choice. Reflect on what you truly want. Maybe this was a blessing in disguise, giving you space to find someone who truly aligns with your heart. Prioritize self-care. Do things that make you happy. Whether that's traveling, picking up a new hobby, or simply spending time with loved ones. And most importantly, remember, his decision does not define you. Your worth isn't tied to whether or not he stayed. One day, you'll look back and realize that losing him wasn't the end of your story. It was the start of something even better. This isn't about pretending it doesn't hurt. It's about learning how to rise above the heartbreak and come out stronger than ever. 1, accept the situation. The hardest thing to do is accept that it's over. You might replay conversations, analyze every detail, and search for a reason, but sometimes you won't get one. And that's okay. Love isn't always about logic. People make choices based on emotions, timing, and compatibility. If he chose someone else, it doesn't mean you weren't good enough. It just means he wasn't the one meant for you. The sooner you accept that, the sooner you can start moving forward. 2, E-H-E, pretending they're fine, forcing a smile, or acting like the breakup didn't affect them. But ignoring your emotions only makes things worse in the long run. If you need to cry, cry. If you need to scream into a pillow, do it. Write down your feelings, talk to a friend, or let yourself grieve the relationship in whatever way feels natural. Healing starts when you acknowledge your pain, not when you bury it. 3, give yourself time. Rushing into another relationship won't fix what's broken inside. In fact, it often makes things worse. When you don't give yourself time to heal, you bring unresolved pain into something new, making it even harder to move forward. Instead, focus on you. Take time to rediscover what makes you happy. Eat well, exercise, pick up a new hobby, or travel somewhere new. Learn to love your own company again. The stronger you become on your own, the less you'll feel like you need someone else to complete you. 4. Stop comparing yourself. It's easy to fall into the trap of comparison, stalking social media, analyzing her photos, wondering why he chose her. But this mindset only fuels self-doubt and insecurity. You are not in competition with anyone. Your worth isn't defined by his choice. Instead of focusing on her, focus on becoming the best version of yourself. Remember, the right person will love you for who you are, not because you look a certain way or fit into a specific mold. 5. Redirect your energy after a breakup. It's easy to obsess over the past, but what if you use that energy to build your future instead? Pour yourself into something new, whether it's a fitness goal, a creative project, or advancing in your career. Channeling your pain into productivity not only helps you heal, but also reminds you of your own strength and capabilities. 6. Surround yourself with support. You don't have to go through this alone. Lean on friends, family, or a therapist if needed. Surround yourself with people who uplift you and remind you of your worth. The love you lost does not define the love that still exists in your life. 7. Believe in a better future. Right now, it might feel like you'll never love again, but that's not true. One day you'll meet someone who chooses you without hesitation, someone who values and cherishes you in a way you never had to beg for. But before you find that person, you need to heal. You need to let go of the past, step into your power, and trust that something better is coming. Final thoughts. At the end of the day, love is about finding the right fit. If he chose someone else, it simply means he wasn't the one meant to walk this journey with you. And that's okay. The right person, the one who sees you, values you, and chooses you every single day is still out there. With that said, thanks for watching. Until next time.